A man is peacefully kayaking out into the vast expanse of the ocean, the sun shining brightly above, the water calm and inviting. Everything seems idyllic and serene. Until suddenly, the unexpected happens. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. The sun was high and relentless, casting shimmering golden rays across the vast expanse of ocean. The water stretched endlessly, calm and inviting, a mirror reflecting the brilliant blue sky above. Daniel paddled slowly, rhythmically, his kayak slicing effortlessly through the gentle waves. Out here, away from the noise and chaos of everyday life, he felt at peace. He had always loved the ocean. It was a place of mystery, adventure, and solitude. Today, he had left early, eager to escape the crowded beaches and find a quiet spot far from shore. Now, miles out, he felt wonderfully alone, surrounded only by the gentle sound of water lapping against the kayak and the occasional cry of distant gulls. Daniel paused, letting the kayak drift. He closed his eyes, breathing deeply, savoring the salty air. It was moments like these that reminded him why he had moved to the coasto, be close to nature, to feel connected to something bigger than himself. But suddenly, something shifted. A faint ripple disturbed the water ahead. Daniel opened his eyes, squinting against the glare of sunlight reflecting off the sea. At first, he saw nothing unusual, just endless ocean stretching toward the horizon. But then, another ripple appeared, closer this time, followed by a soft splash. His heart quickened. Curiosity tugged at him, urging him forward. He picked up his paddle again, moving cautiously toward the disturbance. As he drew nearer, the ripples grew larger, more frequent. Something was definitely out there, hidden beneath the surface. His pulse raced. Daniel's imagination began to run wild. Was it a shark? A whale? Anxiety crept into his chest, tightening around his lungs. He hesitated, gripping the paddle tightly, his knuckles turning white. "Relax," he whispered to himself. "It's probably nothing." But his gut told him otherwise. He paddled forward slowly, cautiously, eyes fixed on the spot ahead. The water churned gently, and then, without warning, a sleek, dark shape broke the surface. Daniel gasped, his heart leaping into his throat. But the fear quickly melted into awe. A dolphin raceful, elegant, majestic arched smoothly above the waves, its sleek body glistening in the sunlight before diving back beneath the surface. Then another appeared, and another. Soon, Daniel found himself surrounded by a pod of dolphins, their bodies slicing effortlessly through the water. They moved with mesmerizing grace, leaping and diving, playing and communicating in a language he could only guess at. Daniel sat frozen, spellbound by the beauty unfolding around him. He had seen dolphins from a distance before, but never like this. Never so close, so intimate. The creatures seemed unbothered by his presence, swimming effortlessly around the kayak, their eyes intelligent and curious. He felt a strange, powerful connection to them. It was as if, in that moment, they had invited him into their world, allowing him to witness something rare and beautiful. Daniel's heart swelled with gratitude and wonder. He reached slowly toward the water, dipping his fingers beneath the surface. The dolphins seemed to sense his gesture, swimming closer, their sleek bodies brushing gently against his fingertips. The sensation sent a thrill through Daniel's body. "Unbelievable," he whispered, his voice barely audible above the gentle splashes. But as he watched, a sudden, sharp realization struck him. These magnificent creatures, so full of life and intelligence, were vulnerable. Their home, this vast ocean, was under threat. Pollution, climate change, habitat destruction were slowly eroding the delicate balance of their world. Daniel felt a pang of sadness mixed with urgency. He knew that moments like these were becoming rare, precious. He felt a responsibility, a call to action. He couldn't just witness this beauty and do nothing. The dolphins continued their dance, oblivious to his thoughts. Daniel watched in silence, soaking in every detail, every movement. He wished desperately that he could preserve this moment forever, capture it somehow and share it with the world. But soon, as suddenly as they had appeared, the dolphins began to drift away, their sleek bodies disappearing beneath the waves. Daniel felt a strange emptiness as he watched them go, a longing to follow them into the depths, to know their secrets. He sat motionless for a long time, staring at the spot where they had vanished. The ocean stretched endlessly around him, vast and mysterious. He felt small, insignificant, yet deeply connected to something greater. Finally, Daniel turned his kayak toward shore, paddling slowly, thoughtfully. The encounter had changed something inside him, awakened a sense of purpose he hadn't known he was missing. As the coastline slowly came into view, Daniel felt a renewed sense of determination. He knew he couldn't solve all the world's problems alone, but he could do something. He could share this experience, inspire others to care, to act, to protect this fragile beauty before it was too late. The sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the water as Daniel reached the shore. He dragged his kayak onto the sand, pausing to glance back at the endless ocean stretching toward the horizon. He wondered what other secrets lay hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered. The thought filled him with excitement, curiosity, and a sense of hope. Days passed, but Daniel couldn't shake the memory of the dolphins. He found himself researching marine conservation, joining local groups dedicated to protecting the ocean. He shared his story, speaking passionately about his encounter, urging others to care. Slowly, Daniel saw the impact of his words. Friends, neighbors, even strangers began to listen, to care, to act. The community rallied, organizing beach cleanups, advocating for stronger environmental protections, spreading awareness. Daniel felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing his encounter had sparked something meaningful. It was a small step, but it mattered. He had witnessed firsthand the beauty and fragility of the natural world, and he had chosen to act. Weeks later, Daniel returned to the ocean, paddling out once more into the vast expanse. The water was calm, serene, just as it had been that day. He paddled slowly, thoughtfully, eyes scanning the horizon. He didn't expect to see them again, but still, he hoped. And suddenly, as if answering his silent wish, a familiar ripple appeared ahead. Daniel's heart raced as he paddled closer, anticipation building. Once again, the dolphins emerged, graceful and majestic, their sleek bodies slicing effortlessly through the water. Daniel smiled, tears stinging his eyes. It felt like a reunion, a confirmation that he was on the right path. He watched them play, feeling the same profound sense of connection, of wonder. But this time, he felt something else, quiet pride, knowing he had taken action, had done something to protect their home. As the dolphins eventually disappeared beneath the waves, Daniel paddled slowly back toward shore, his heart full. He knew there was still much work to be done, but he felt hopeful, inspired. He had learned something important that day on the ocean, that each of us has the power to make a difference, to protect the beauty and wonder of the world around us. And as Daniel reached the shore, stepping onto the sand with a renewed sense of purpose, he knew he would never forget the dolphins, the ocean, and the moment that had changed everything.